Listen carefully. Nigerian banks are announcing trillion naira profits, but right now more than half of them are struggling to meet CBN's recapitalization mandate. So the big question is, which banks are truly strong and which ones are living on borrowed time? In March 2024, the CBN dropped a bombshell. New minimum capital requirements: 500 billion naira international banks, 200 billion naira national banks, 50 billion naira regional banks, 10 to 20 billion naira non-interest banks. Deadline March 31st, 2026. And guess what? We are down to the final stretch. Out of 34 licensed commercial banks, only 16 banks have fully met or exceeded the requirement. That's just 44.4%, meaning more than half of Nigerian banks are still scrambling. And yes, 27 banks have gone to the capital market for public offers and rights issues. Let's give credit where it's due. Banks that have already met the CBN recapitalization targets include Access Bank, Zenith Bank, GT Bank, Stanbic IBTC, Wema Bank, Jaiz Bank, Premium Trust Bank, Providus Bank, Lotus Bank, Greenwich Merchant Bank. These banks didn't wait for excuses. They planned, raised capital, and strengthened their balance sheets. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The so-called too big to fail Fuga's group like First Bank, UBA, and even Union Bank are expected to comply, but as I speak, they are not fully there yet. Here's the irony. Nigeria's top banks made about 4.6 trillion naira in pre-tax profit in 2024 alone. Zenith Bank and GTCO crossed 1 trillion naira each. So why the sudden rush for capital raise? Simple. COVID-era regulatory cover has been removed. Bad loans are now exposed. Impairment charges hit 1.96 trillion naira in just 9 months of 2025. Banks were making easy money but not building real strength. While small and medium-scale enterprises contribute 48% of GDP and 84% of jobs, banks kept lending to big corporates, politically exposed borrowers, and oil and gas giants. Meanwhile, banks packed 20.4 trillion naira in treasury bills and federal government bonds, risk-free money. Add 1.2 trillion naira in transfers, ATM and alert charges, lavish lifestyles, private jets, luxury mansions abroad, and you now understand why public trust is an issue. This recapitalization is not about bigger banks, it's about better banks. Banks must become true financiers of small and medium enterprises, backers of youth, women, creatives, and tech, which are the engines of Nigeria's $1 trillion GDP vision. Capital without productive lending is an illusion. So here is my question to you. Which Nigerian banks do you think will survive the next major wave, and which ones are pretending to be strong? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, repost. Let's have this conversation because your money, your investments, and Nigeria's future depends on it. I'm Wealth Coach Omiete, and this is Financial Truth Without Filters.